edition of Diamond Star Stories, where we review the cards from the 1934 to 1936 Diamond Star sets. Today's episode will feature card number 46 of the Diamond Star set, Red Lucas. What's interesting about this card in particular is the flip itself. So this is an older flip from a PSA holder, and they actually indicate this card being manufactured in 1934. Cards from 1934 only go up to card number 24, and you can actually confirm that by even looking on the back of the card and seeing that the trademark was done in 1935. So Red Lucas is part of the 1935 release. So that was a little interesting fact to be able to add into this video and start with. So Red Lucas was born in 1902 and later passed in 1986. He was born in Columbia, Tennessee. He was primarily a pitcher, but often was used as a pinch hitter as well during his Major League Baseball career. He played from 1923 all the way through 1938. He started his career with the New York Giants in 1923, pitched for them briefly, and then moved over to the Dodgers the following season before he finally found a permanent home with the Cincinnati Reds for many years before wrapping up his career with Pittsburgh for his last 2 seasons. Red is actually a fairly accomplished pitcher during his era, as he accumulated a 44.7 WAR and had 157 wins and 135 losses with a 3.72 ERA. Struck out 607 men, but he also started, of the 396 games he started, he completed 302 of them, including leading the league 3 times in complete games. He received MVP votes in 5 of the seasons that he played, and it was 6th in MVP votes in 1929, which is by far his best season for Cincinnati, when he had a 5.2 WAR, 19 wins, 12 losses, a 3.60 ERA, and 28 complete games. What's also interesting about Red Lucas is actually he was a pretty accomplished hitter during his career as well, and often would pinch hit. He had a career .281 average and drove in 190 runs as a pitcher/pinch hitter. He actually had 114 pinch hits as a left-handed batter, which was a record that stood for a little while. Was later since broken many decades later. He went to the plate 505 times as a pinch hitter and was able to get, as I mentioned, 114 hits in those times. He was nicknamed by a beat reporter back in the day, the Nashville Narcissist. Not sure exactly what the origin of the name was, but it doesn't sound all that flattering thinking about narcissism the way we conceive it at this time in our current era, an incarnation of the understanding of the word. Babe Ruth hit his 712th home run with Red Lucas, which was part of that game where he hit 3 home runs. He was just the first of the 3 pitchers that gave up home runs in that game when he was with the Boston Braves, shortly before his retirement at the end of his career. During his time after baseball, he briefly was in the minor leagues trying to do managing for a little while, and then decided to retire after he had managerial stints in Grand Rapids, Newport, and Nashville. After his retirement, he started working for the state of Tennessee from 1953 to 1977 as a truck inspector for the Department of Revenue. He would be one of those people that would weigh the trucks as they would be shipping things to and fro. He also worked for a few years as a deputy sheriff as well. He retired and he was passed on after he had a brief bout with a medical challenge shortly before his passing in the late 70s and later passed in 1986 of ill health at that time. He was survived by a daughter and 2 sons. He's actually members of 2 different Hall of Fames. He was a part of the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame and also is a member of the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, in which he was inducted in 1965. So here's Red Lucas's card. As you can see, of the Diamond Star sets, this one's probably not as colorful as many of the other ones you might see. Kind of gives the impression that he is standing in front of the dugout of some sorts. Maybe it was a door or something in the dugout, and has like minimal detail in the background, where this one actually focuses much more on his image and has a very lifelike portrayal of his image, as you can see it here. At this time in his career, he was with Pittsburgh. Here's the back of the card, which is in green ink, and talks about him going 10-9 in 1934, and he was 5'9" and 9.5 inches. So there it is, Red Lucas, card number 46 of the Diamond Star set. I will be back with another episode next month. Just a little update on the set. I'm about 2/3 done. I'm trying to get the 96 of the cards, as you people well know if they watch my channel, and I'm up to 63. And I currently have the Hank Greenberg out at SGC now. They've received it, so I hope to be able to get that back soon, encased and graded. So I'm happy to be able to bring that and welcome that one back into the collection. And I look forward to be able to working on acquiring more of these cards in the coming months, but especially at the upcoming Nationals. So we hope to have many more subjects to cover during this series until I was able to get through all 96 players from the set. So I will see you again soon.